Hey, y'all. I'm Savannah, and this little guy right here is Will E. Bites. Willie Bites is a little alligator that I work with at Gatorland, and he's not much different than any other alligator, other than he is adorable and he has a great name. Willie hatched out of a nest with 48 brothers and sisters, and he came biting right out of the egg. Most little alligators do, but Willie had a special attitude that's made him a social media superstar. We all love animals, right? And baby animals like Willie are the cutest. We never like to see animals get hurt or maltreated, and we're outraged when they are. Animals can be our best friends and companions. We especially love mammals because they're cute and fluffy and furry, and we can very easily read their personalities, even ones with faces that only a mother could love, like the baby Eye. We've even grown to love large, dangerous animals, like lions, sharks, and hippos. Sharks even have a whole week dedicated to them. But what goes through your mind when you see this animal? Where did all that love go? And where did the GoPro go? Why is it that we love lions, hippos, and sharks, but not the alligator and crocodile? I've been wondering that forever. I've always loved reptiles. And when I was a little Savannah, I didn't have very many friends, so most of the friends I did have were animals that I could catch, like lizards, snakes, frogs, and the occasional bumblebee. I've since spent my entire life studying reptiles, more specifically alligators and crocodiles, up close and personal. I've learned so many things from alligators and crocodiles, like patience, how to get an amazing suntan, and a healthy fear of humans. I've also learned a few things that might surprise you and change your view as well. Today, I am their greatest cheerleader, their public defender, and I am a relentless social media influencer on behalf of alligators and crocodiles the world over. And my home is right here in Orlando at Gatorland, the alligator capital of the world. When I first started working at Gatorland, I went about the business of walking around and talking to all of the animals, paying attention to their body language, their eye movements, their interactions with each other, and their interactions with us. My boss came to me and asked me very sternly, "Savannah, are you talking to all those alligators and crocodiles?" To which I replied, yes, with an inferred, duh, of course I am. He then asked me further if they talked back, and to that I replied no, but that wasn't quite true, because they do talk back, just not like us. Did you know that alligators and crocodiles are the most communicative of all reptiles? They talk to each other all the time. They talk to each other with bellows, head slaps, body postures, and guttural noises. Their eyes brighten up when they get excited, and yes, they even wag their tails. Just like all animals, alligators and crocodiles nurture their young, they protect and defend. But with alligators and crocodiles, we're only ever shown their aggressive and defensive side. Whether it's in cartoons or in the movies, any news story you hear about alligators and crocodiles, well, you're only hearing one side of that story. Alligators can't talk to us, and they don't have attorneys to help. Can you imagine the only time anyone ever saw you was when you were upset and hangry? You probably wouldn't be very well liked either. Perhaps you've not seen how the mothers protect their young, carrying the babies in their mouths and on their heads. Mama alligators will sometimes watch over their babies for up to 3 years. And smiles, well, that's where they won the lotto. Alligators and crocodiles smile more than any animal in the animal kingdom. This is Dundee. He's a huge saltwater crocodile, and Dundee and I spend time together every day. Right now, he's showing you guys 64 of the more than 3,000 teeth he'll go through in his lifetime. Dundee and I know each other so well that when I drive my Jeep to work in the morning, he can recognize the sound of it and meet me at the gate. Perhaps you've not seen how they play. Alligators and crocodiles will often play with water plants. They'll wear them on their head. They'll put them on their heads and swim around. And sometimes they'll even use an old t-shirt as a chew toy to practice their baby death roll. This is my friend Ricardo. And Ricardo is a Cuban crocodile. And Ricardo's favorite game is hide and seek. Ricardo likes to hide and watch me until I catch him watching. And then when I let him know he's busted, he gives up, happily so it seems. Watch this. Ricardo, I see you. I see you, buddy. I caught you. I love playing hide and seek with you. It's so much fun. Oh my gosh, you big old thing, you. Ricardo's so awesome. Meet Mike Heilman and Sultan. Sultan is a huge Nile crocodile. Nile crocodiles are thought of as vicious killers, killing over 750 people each year. That's more than twice the number of people killed by all other crocodilian species combined. But still not as many people as hippos kill every year. For the most part, Nile crocodiles are feared and hated until you see Mike and Sultan. While watching this interaction, we teach people about the plight of the Nile crocodile and loss of habitat through human encroachment. But don't try this with your crocodiles at home. Some crocodiles, they don't want to interact. This is Morton. Morton wants nothing to do with me or any other human on the planet Earth except for to try and eat us. We have to remember these are very dangerous animals, so please don't feed them in the wild. Respect their space and habitat, and if you'd like to learn more about them, come to a place like Gatorland. Now back to my initial question. Why such different reactions to these animals? Could anthropomorphization from cartoons and movies have shaped our opinions and beliefs? Everyone knows the Lion King, the strong hero that rose from such adversity, and Bruce from Finding Nemo, leader of the fish-friendly shark support group. Sharks aren't bad, maybe they just need a little therapy. And dancing hippos, what's not to love here? But how are alligators and crocodiles always portrayed? They're always the villain, the evil, mean animal that's lurking in the shadows, up to no good. They've gotten a bad rap that has unfortunately had real-life consequences. This is a poached alligator whose tail was cut off for food and he was left to die behind a local Publix. I believe that alligators and crocodiles deserve the same healthy respect that all animals do, so that we recognize how important they are to our ecosystems, we conserve their habitats, and most importantly, we protect them, because this is not okay. Well, I've saved the best for last. On the right side of this picture is my best friend, and his name is Blackwater. And Blackwater is the most punk rock alligator I've ever met. I mean, just look how high those spiked osteoderms are on his back. Those bony spikes help him regulate temperature and protect his body. Blackwater has a different worldview than most alligators I've ever met. He lived in a bunch of different places with people he didn't like very much, and somehow after much ado about nothing, he landed at Gatorland to live out his best life. And man, does he ever. He walks tall, he bellows loud, and that other alligator, that's his girlfriend Penny, and he's been with her for 2 years. Blackwater and I spend time together every day. We go on walks, we play, and sometimes we just sit and talk. We do all kinds of things that people believe could never happen between a human and an alligator. And let's be real. You guys all know you have a friend out there that you wish you could gently close the mouth of. Until Hollywood makes a movie with an adorable alligator or crocodile character, I'm using social media to show their characters. And they are exactly that, characters. Each one of them is an individual. Ricardo, Dundee, Blackwater, Sultan, and all the rest. They're not villains. Alligators and crocodiles are very dangerous animals, but so are lions, sharks, and hippos. Anthropomorphizing has changed our views. By showing you the softer side of alligators and crocodiles and using social media in conjunction with conservation education, it is my hope that we can all realize that these animals deserve to have safe habitats that they can call home, where they can find mates, raise their young, and yes, maybe even play a little. So the next time you guys see those pretty brown eyes swimming by in your backyard pond, be excited instead of afraid. You're watching a dinosaur in real life. And now that I've all taught you how amazing these animals are, I hereby dub you all alligator ambassadors and crocodile crusaders. So y'all go out there, spread the word, and help me change the world. Thank you.